There are three different AccuSpot CO2 laser micromanipulators. The AccuSpot 712 is used for microscopes with a small objective lens, such as the Carl Zeiss OPMI 1FC. The AccuSpot 712L and 712Z has a larger aperture for microscopes with larger objective lenses, such as the Carl Zeiss microscopes with 65mm outer diameter objectives and all Leica microscopes. Other than the size of the aperture, which is the opening for the laser beam to exit, and the gimbaled mirror, the functions and features of the three micromanipulators are nearly identical. When the micromanipulator is fully functioning, this is what the surgeon should expect. The CO2 laser beam and red diode laser aiming beam are coincident. This means the invisible treatment beam strikes the tissue at the exact location where the aiming beam is seen. The circular range of aiming beam movement can be seen close to the center of the visual field. The joystick moves freely because it is unimpeded by the microscope. The surgeon's view through the microscope is well illuminated and unobstructed. And finally, the beam is smallest at the focus setting and gradually enlarges with each successive defocus setting. This is possible when the laser system is properly aligned. The micromanipulator is properly positioned on the microscope. The mirror is free of smudges and debris. And the microscope and micromanipulator are parfocal and properly focused onto the tissue target. Once the parts and controls are understood, the micromanipulator is easy to set up and maintain. The AccuSpot micromanipulator has a continuously variable defocus system with two main user controls, the working distance ring and the spot size knob. The working distance ring rotates continuously between 200 and 400 millimeters, so that the focus of the laser beam can be set to match that of the microscope. Depending on how far the micromanipulator mirror is situated in front of the microscope objective, the two working distance settings may differ slightly. The working distance ring has a lever which locks to prevent accidental movement. The spot size selection knob has 11 settings, focus and defocus 1 through 10. When the system is parfocal and the spot size knob is set to focus, the diameter of the laser beam on the tissue plane will be smallest. To enlarge the beam spot, simply rotate the knob. The spot diameter is largest at 10. The spot size selection knob works properly when the microscope and micromanipulator are parfocal, meaning they are both focused on the same tissue plane. The blue defocus limiter tab can be set to restrict how far the spot size knob can be turned. This feature enables the surgeon to defocus the beam to a predetermined setting without looking away from the microscope. This is often used to apply energy for hemostasis. The mirrors on AccuSpot 712 series micromanipulators rotate from a pivot joint in response to manual manipulation of the joystick. Their reflective coatings are optimized for the treatment and aiming beams. Take care to keep them clean and free of scratches. Damaged mirrors can reduce effectiveness of the laser beam. The handrest can be positioned for right and left hand use. When it is partially threaded, the positioning ring can be rotated. When it is completely threaded, the handrest is frozen in position. The tension adjustment nut is a ring, located just above the joystick. It rotates left and right to loosen and tighten the feel of the joystick. The joystick has a detachable cover which can be removed after the procedure for cleaning and steam sterilization. Several manufacturers produce sterile laser microscope drapes. Instead of a cover for the objective lens, the drape has an opening for exit of the laser beam. Drape holders are included with all AccuSpot 712 series micromanipulators. The drape holder mounts around the micromanipulator aperture, and the drape attaches to the drape holder. Directions for working with drape holders are given later in this video. The mounting side of the micromanipulator is flat, so that it can attach to the microscope. It has a dovetail mount which inserts into a luminous supplied bracket, installed onto the microscope above the objective. Microscope brackets are specifically designed for common brands of microscopes, such as Carl Zeiss and Leica. Once installed, the bracket can usually remain on the microscope. The dovetail mount and microscope bracket fit together like a lock and key. To insert the dovetail mount into the microscope bracket, drop one side in first, then push the rest of the dovetail into the bracket, and slide the micromanipulator down until it clicks into place. To release the dovetail from the microscope bracket, unscrew the retaining screw. Lift the blue release lever and reverse the movements.